That's what I'd...
But there's a lot of debate about this whole Arsenal, Liverpool, especially like historic clubs with some huge players have played for the clubs. Some players before our time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be doing a segment of the show that I like to call Create Your All-Time Arsenal Liverpool 11.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah! Some debate here, by the way. Some big debate. Some would say.
Yeah.
I was in studio first, so shall I just...
No, you weren't.
Oh.
No, as in like I was in here first.
I was here first.
I'd made the team first.
I was here first.
Okay.
No, you go first. Go ahead.
I've got a lot of players in that I've actually watched personally, and the formation that actually does kind of fit a little better. So in goal, I've got Alisson. For me, I think probably he is the best keeper the Prem's ever seen. So I'll.
Prem's ever seen.
Not Edison.
Sadly, not
Schmeichel?
all the race doesn't make that.
Michael Lehman?
There's an argument. I mean,
Layman?
Czech would be in the top
Fucking hell.
two, wouldn't he? But
David
for me,
James?
Alisson.
The end of the season is near, which means there's only 3 Super 6 rounds remaining. That means 3 chances to win the £250,000 jackpot and 3 chances to top our mini league. Saturday's Super 6 round is open right now, and you can make your selections over on the app. While you're there, come and join our mini league. The code to join it is PTCH24, where you can also win a £100 classic football shirt voucher. So head to the Super 6 app for your free chance at the jackpot. Follow the link in the description and sign up now.
Back 4, I've got Trent, Tony Adams, Van Dijk, and Ashley Cole. I've given Tony Adams a bit of like nostalgia bias there.
I nearly went Adams, but I just didn't watch him, so
Yeah.
that's why.
You put Saliba instead.
Nope.
It's too early for
Hippier.
Saliba, I think, maybe. I've got a midfield 4 because I feel like this is the best way to get all of the players that I wanted in. So I've gone Salah, Vieira, Gerrard, and Alexis Sanchez, and then Henry and Luis Suarez up front.
Where's Bergkamp?
Wow.
I didn't play a 4-3-3. I think Suarez is
Perez?
better than Bergkamp.
Oh, you can't put Suarez in, I don't think.
Oh, I think
What,
you
for
can.
peak ability?
He was there for a year and a half.
Wait, what's
Oh, so you're
Only at Liverpool for like a year and a half.
You're counting longevity
You've
as
got
a
to,
bit
yeah.
bigger factor. Okay, maybe I should have gone Bergkamp then in that case. But
I think there's even better ones than
I
that.
think
but-
Suarez is
And who-
by far and away one
no
of the best strikers.
Fabregas.
No, because you've got Vieira and
Vieira
Gerrard
and
at centre
Gerrard,
mid.
isn't it?
You've got. Would you have Sanchez over Fabregas in an
No, I'd have
all-time?
No, but I
Fabregas.
can't play him left mid, and I was putting Salah in.
Fair enough.
I've only got 2 centre mid spots, and they have to go to Vieira and Gerrard.
Fair enough. I've managed to fit him
Do you
in.
disagree?
I mean, yeah. I
Well,
don't,
only
I
because
don't
you've got
see
a
how,
different formation.
I don't
though,
see
surely.
how. Yeah, but mine's a bit of a hybrid, just to fit the players in I want to fit in.
I think you're allowed to have a little push and shove on
Yeah,
positions.
a bit pushing. We can all have a push and a
I think
pull.
you've got to have Bergkamp in personally.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, but I just thought Luis Suarez probably one of the best strikers the Prem's ever seen, isn't he?
It's
yeah,
a
but
tough. It's hard because of what he went
He's
on
the
and
third
did.
best player of our generation.
Yeah, but he's. I wouldn't even have Torres over Suarez in. I wouldn't even have Suarez over Torres in a Premier League because he just did it for longer. in
But
the
it's not
Prem.
Premier League; it's all time.
But we're not. No,
But
because
all- I think-
then Fabregas has to be in the team over Gerrard. Then even with what he did at Barca and then Chelsea, like.
I think-
I'm not. No, but I'm right.
I don't think it's
But
a
you're
right
saying
or
the-
wrong with having Suarez because of what he went on and did, but also his peak at Liverpool. It does deserve it as well.
But
And then you
that
could
was
also
my
have you
argument.
could have Michael Owen,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but yeah,
won a Ballon d'Or at Liverpool.
just
Yeah.
think Luis
Do you know what I
Michael
mean?
Owen's not a bad shout.
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I think Michael Owen's a better shout than Suarez in this.
Okay. Up to you.
I think that second striker / left wing or whoever you have, whatever, is
There's so
the
many
one
options.
position you could have up for debate.
Yeah.
A mass debate.
Okay. I've got Alisson, Trent, Van Dijk, Sol Campbell, Ashley Cole. Did you have Ashley Cole?
Yeah.
I was going to say. Then I've got Vieira, Gerrard, Fabregas.
4-3-3.
Yeah. And then I've gone with Salah, Robin Van Persie, and Thierry Henry.
Van Persie.
Ooh. You don't like the Henry Mane combo?
No, Salah's
So
gotta
you've
be
gone
in.
Van
Yeah.
Persie over
No. I mean that's what I'm saying. No, so Henry at the 9, and then Mane on the left, rather
No,
than
Henry's
your.
on the left or wherever.
That's fine, yeah.
And then Salah on the right. And then, even though I don't like doing that,
But that's my point. That second striker, like Van Persie, Torres, Suarez, Owen.
my
I
point
think
is,
that's the
if I would have
position.
put Henry down the middle, then my left winger probably would be like Mane or
But
again,
Perez, and I think that's a bigger drop off than having. I think Van Persie one of the most underrated.
Oh yeah, I love him, mate.
I think again, you both not included Bergkamp, which is mental.
Yeah, I preferred Van Persie.
And for me, I just think Suarez's peak was just better than Bergkamp's. Annoyingly.
I think I was between Van Persie and Torres down the middle because I think at their best. For a considerable spell in the Premier League, they were both the best strikers in the world.
Yeah. Liverpool
I'm
Torres
sure,
is
I'm not sure.
Bergkamp was more of like a second striker.
Yeah, I know, but
he
was.
position.
Yeah, and Bergkamp was a brilliant footballer, but I don't
agree.
need him in this team because I've got Fabregas and Gerrard and Vieira to do all that.
I thought you had Ozil in your team last minute and change.
No. When I was originally creating it, I did a 4-3-3, and then I was like, oh well, I can't get Henry, Suarez, and Salah in.
Oh,
So I went 4-4-2.
I've gone for
realistically, I could have taken out a midfield and put another striker in, but
it's
I'm
interesting that our back four and goal is pretty much the same, other than
that's pretty set, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got Alisson, Trent, Tony Adams, Van Dijk, Ashley Cole. Midfield pairing of Gerrard and Vieira with Bergkamp in the hole, and then a front three of Salah, Henry, and Torres.
Ooh, yeah, don't mind it. It's nice.
Fernando Torres at Liverpool was a different.
No Fabregas
beast.
for you though.
Because I got Gerrard, Vieira, and Bergkamp.
I do. Fabregas is so slept on, man.
I know. I'm a
boy.
I am a Cesc. What do you call it? Lover.
Yeah.
Hard.
Do you know what's crazy for that 10 role as well? You are missing like Fabregas, Ozil.
Yeah, but Bergkamp.
Not you personally, but I'm saying like even Ozil is.
I just think if you're making an Arsenal all-time 11 of any, if you combine it with any team, I think you have to have Bergkamp in there.
I love Fabregas, man.
No, so do I. I seriously, as I said, I'm his lover.
Okay. Bergkamp was brilliant. I mean, I only saw that towards the end of him, really, but yeah.
Wait, no, but we are still mentioning him. It's not like, oh, we've done all of this and gone, oh, well, has he not? Oh, it doesn't quite fit. We obviously appreciate that.
No, I appreciate it, but you haven't got him in your team.
Yeah, well, I've just gone for two number 9.
Alexis Sanchez.
Gone for 2 number 9. Yeah, leftman.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one.
Really?
Sanchez was great. He was brilliant.
His peak at Arsenal was.
I mean, he was like he literally carried our team for seasons on end.
But you'd have Mane over Sanchez, wouldn't you?
That's
Are you
personal
mad?
preference. I think Alexis Sanchez did more on his own than Mane was part of an amazing
Sanchez's
unit.
peak is better than Mane's peak.
Yeah, I agree.
I always thought Sanchez was quite selfish, but
Oh, sorry.
No, but he did what Hazard did in that sense.
no, Hazard was a far better team player and facilitator. Sanchez was great.
Alexis Sanchez carried the Puma side.
Yeah.
Alexis Sanchez was amazing and he was great to watch, but don't shoot me. He actually made.
Don't say that.
He made himself better, but was a detriment to the team.
That is
That's such a cheap
opinion,
argument.
mate.
It's not.
It is. Sanchez Ozil link up was kind of a vibe.
Yeah, because of Ozil. But
Oh.
no, Sanchez was
What are you
amazing.
saying?
But I think if you're doing an all-time Liverpool, I think you'd have to put Mane ahead of him.
I don't know if you would.
But how would you not? What did Sanchez win or do
No, I'm talking about peak.
achieve?
All right, what did Gerrard win?
That's a good point. The Champions League.
Premier League all-time 11.
That's
not what it says.
All-time 11.
It's not what it says.
All right, Sanchez won an FA Cup. 2 of them.
You could definitely go
So did
Mane, but
Gerrard.
I also did mention
That's my
that,
point.
So it's fine.
So you won something.
Sanchez won he won two, that's your argument. He won because he won an FA.
My point is,
Did he
you
win
can't
two
bring up.
FA
You
Cups?
can't
Did you just
bring
make that up?
No, you can't bring up what did they win. You
can. You
are
definitely can.
You are.
It's definitely relevant.
Your view's been altered by his Manchester United.
It's not. I remember how brilliant he was. He was great at Barca as well.
Yeah, he is 2 FA Cup winner.
Sanchez was brilliant, but Mane was better.
Peak wise,
I think for me,
Sanchez's peak is better than Mane's peak by a long
At
shot.
Mane's
as well.
peak, they were absolutely that Liverpool team were fucking ruining teams within 10 minutes of games, and Mane was one of the main players.
But that team was that was an entire team effort. That entire team were
who
brilliant.
led the charge from the press from the front.
Salah and Mane.
There you go. Mainly
And Roberto
Mane.
Firmino.
Mainly Mane, but
Mate, Sanchez is still playing.
is he?
Yeah, he's at Udinese.
That's where he started, wasn't it? That's where Barca signed him from.
Yeah, it's Colo and then Udinese.
No, look, yeah, I think that would be a good argument debate. I'm not dying on that hill, but I would put.
I think it's personal preference.
In an all-time 11, I think it would be Mane.
If it's in the front three, I'd probably say yeah, you're right.
Would you not even put Pires over Sanchez?
I was going to say Robert Pires. Mate,
for me.
Mane's. Sanchez got 30 goals in a season. Mane's never done that. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought Mane would have got 30 goals just because of the.
Well, he got Golden Boot when that was 20.
I guess when he got the 26 goals.
Yeah, three-way Golden Boot with Aubameyang.
He didn't score 30 Premier League goals in a season.
No, all goals.
So all comps.
All comps, yeah.
Right. So what, like 20 in the League Cup or something?
Oh, you're such a bastard. You little bastard. Let us know your all-time 11, guys, and how much of a stinker those two boys had. Because once again, my team was definitely the best.
But it wasn't because you had Bergkamp in midfield, a role he's never played.
I literally had him in the 10 where he plays all the time, in behind the striker.
No, that's a balanced team with 2 midfielders and then 4 up front. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah.
What, you're telling me teams don't play a double pivot
Right.
and a player in front?
Bergkamp played.
Pretty much every team plays
but
that.
Bergkamp didn't really play in the 10.
He could do.
He played in a 2 up front.
I'm playing him as a false 9, mate.
You are playing Torres left wing as well.
Are you going to play with a false 9 next to a 9?
Mate,
How does that work?
Henri and Bergkamp did it.
That's
No,
like the
do
England
you understand
setup.
what do you understand what a false 9 is?
Torres plays with the left. Of course he plays off the left.
Fernando Torres.
He can play off the left. Of course
What?
he can.
You're just playing him left wing for no reason.
Torres can play on the left.
He was
left
there.
wing.
He was literally there. Number 9.
Van Persie.
Henri.
Oh, I'll put Henri left wing then.
You didn't
Torres.
say that.
You
No.
just
Doesn't
said
matter.
Torres.
Henri can play on the left. Torres can play on the left as well.
No, I don't think Torres
he can.
ever played off the left.
Yeah, that's,
Yes, he did.
That's a
who?
very rogue opinion. isn't it?
Liverpool.
He never played left wing for Liverpool.
He would come left all the time.
No, that's not
that
playing.
isn't what-
like running the channel
why
is not
are we
fucking
having this
playing a left wing.
pedantic argument?
Because you
about-
started it.
You claim you went.
No,
why
you
are we
say
doing this?
no.
And
You,
I had
I've
the
got
you
the best
started
team.
it. You started it saying Bergkamp couldn't do a job in the 10.
didn't
No,
say
you
that.
started it
I
by
never
saying
said that.
these two have had.
I said
thinkers. Why
Bergkamp never
find
played in a
them?
midfield 3,
Yeah, he's got a point.
which he
Play
never
in front.
did.
He can do a job in the 10.
That isn't the point. That wasn't what I said. I said he never played in midfield.
You're looking for an argument, mate.
I'm not. You start.
You're looking for a fight. You're looking for a fight.
See, it's what he does. He starts
Yeah,
it
and then gaslights
tries to-
you into thinking it's your
gaslights
fault.
that you started it. What
Yeah,
you on
it's
about?
true.
Well, these boys had a shit team. Yeah, Bergkamp in midfield 3. Yeah, that's a great team. Torres off the left. Fucking hell. Tony Adams. You never watched him play?
Played rock, paper, scissors against him, though.